Right, back to it then. Right, next barriers, man.
Barrier, culture, secondary
Good.
school, participation stage. A barrier to participation could be culture, as there are different types of, such as Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, white, and many more. The cultural barrier is mostly globally, as many other people have the same problem, such as trying to get in a team with white people. Most problems occur in secondary school, as that is the stage where different cultures are discovered. Problems such as family could interfere, an example being a Pakistani family not letting a 16-year-old girl play for the school football team, as there are other cultures such as English and Bangladeshi people who can corrupt their culture. This may be because of religious reasons and family values. Locally, there could be set up certain clubs to different cultures where they would still have the respect with this. They can have fun without problem.
Right, so culture.
That's culture, secondary school participation stage.
Right, so just more secondary.
Yeah, more secondary school, because obviously like primary school they don't really care anything like parents. Secondary school, like, they be a bit older, more mature. So obviously the family be thinking like, some of the families like, Pakistani and Bangladeshi be thinking, oh, we're gonna get married off. So they need to be more mature. Like the Pakistani and the Bangladeshi families, when they leave school, like a secondary school, so they normally get married off or take them abroad or something. But primary school it doesn't really matter, because obviously they're still young kids. Yeah. Plus, like, if they be too tight on them, the kids realize as well that family, like, too much headache and stuff. So they probably could like leave their family and stuff. But parents don't want that to happen.
Right. Okay. Good. Scott.
Right. Resources. Lack of resources can play a big part for not taking part in sport. For example, you might not have the correct equipment to play a certain sport. Not having vital equipment will stop you from taking part in sport. It would also affect your confidence levels, because you might not be able to afford resources that other people in the group might have. For example, a young person with no job taking part in boxing at foundation level can't afford boxing gloves, and the club does not have the resources to provide them to the participants.
Good. Can you think of another example?
Football, you can't afford shin pads. They won't let you play. And the club can't give it to you.
So what else might that link in with? So you got resources and equipment. What else might that link in with? So you're saying you can't afford them.
Facilities and stuff.
And what else? Links in with the price of them.
Money.
Right. Money.
Might cost too much.
Right. Okay. So how might you try and overcome that barrier?
You could go out and get a job.
Yeah.
Ask your parents for money.
Right.
Or like help the club out so they can get like.
Help what?
Help the club. Like.
Help at the club. Okay. Yeah. Good. So you could volunteer as well.
Yeah, volunteer work.
What's that?
No, carry on.
Volunteer.
Voluntary work. Yeah, I said so.
Afshar.
Gender, like females in cricket from stage. A barrier to participation could be gender, as there is a huge debate as women are seen as being physically incapable of doing dominant sports such as football, basketball and even cricket. This makes women feel incapable to perform well in sports, as their confidence is shot down by male dominating each sport. An example can be females doing cricket at performance stage. The barrier could be that there is not enough awareness for women to join in and compete, as there isn't a lot of teams around different areas from the same gender for them to compete with them. This doesn't help them move up to elite level. Also for women, there isn't any role models locally for them to look up to, and there is rarely any elite performers, as there isn't enough clubs.
Good. Right. So just linking it to the criterion. So the barriers to participation. So we've had off Usman, time and culture. Yeah. Scott, ability and resources, equipment. Yeah.
Yep.
Afshar, age and gender. Right, so Usman, can you think of any other barriers? So we've had money, so can you think of anything else?
Barriers.
So anything else that's stopping you or somebody else?
Probably travelling.
Travelling?
Because like, for example, Keith, like there's hardly nothing here. Like you have to go to like places like Bradford, Leeds, to go like actually join clubs, join academy, like to like progress further. But like it could take you time. Like hours or 2 hours to come back and go there as well. Because that could be a factor as well.
Right. Okay. Anything else, Scott?
Disability.
Good.
Yeah.
Can you think of any examples then?
How do you mean?
Wheelchair basketball.
Like wheelchair basketball, something like that.
Right. So is that trying to is that overcoming or is that?
Yeah, they're not trying to overcome the disability phase, but try and join in with other disabled people.
So joining the club. So can you link that to the sport development continuum?
For example, participation stage, you might want to go and try out for wheelchair basketball, but the confidence levels might not be that high, so they might not.
And then how might they progress? Can you think what they could have progressed to? So what might the elite stage of wheelchair basketball be? So what was that in this summer?
Paralympics.
Like the Paralympics or something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Paralympics and the London Olympics. That could be like a motivation to like the disabled people. So they could like, there probably like more clubs opening as well. Young kids could join them. They could like, there's probably like more centres opening now as well locally. So
Can you think of where one is round here?
I think there's one in Haworth, isn't there?
And is
Sure
the one at what's
yeah,
it
I heard
called?
about that. Yeah. There's one in
UAK?
Haworth, yeah. UAK do it as well. Like I think after school sessions. So
A wheelchair basketball.
wheelchair basketball. So that's a lot closer for the people living in Keighley as well. They could go there as well. They could take time off as well. But like travelling a lot far away is no one probably is motivated to go all that way. For example, like Leeds or something.
Right. Okay. Just one sec. Right. Target groups. And which target groups have we got then? Asha, if you give me a target group of how to encourage people to get into sport. So can you think of a target group that people might want to get?
Youth clubs.
Right. Good.
So like there could be more like advertising for like people to like encourage them to join youth clubs where they can like enjoy themselves. So, and to move like to another level, like foundation to like participation level.
Right. Good. Scott.
Sports summer camps. Try to get
Good.
people more involved in sport over the summer and stuff.
So what age group might that be targeted at?
Like 10 to 13 maybe.
Yeah.
Like youth groups and
I'm
stuff.
saying between like 10 to 16 because like that age like kids know their sport and stuff what they're into, and that age is good. Like if the parents get them involved, take them to like after school clubs, like take them to like football clubs or whatever they're interested in. So basically if they get involved at young age, it'll be better for them because they won't get distracted into bad stuff.
Such as what?
Such
What
as
might happen?
like street pharmacy or something, or just
Street
hanging around,
pharmacy.
like just be involved in the wrong crowd and stuff.
What, like drugs?
Yeah, like drugs and
Yeah.
stuff, like alcohol, like going out here and there. You just to like get the kids and stuff at early age, like that's our foundation level. Get them involved so they know what they're gonna do in the future.
So he's
Like, if you get them involved late, like they might not be motivated or anything. So
he's helping to reduce crime.
yeah, talking to like a reduced crowd, yeah.
Good.
Maybe.
Hang on.
Well done.
Not yet.
After your hands.
Right. Let's just link it a little bit more and explain and link it to sport development continuum. Anything else we need to add?
Drawing blanks.
Anything else we want to say? Anything? Recommendations for solutions? How to overcome the barriers? Any ideas?
I think after the the Olympics, I think there'll be more like youth clubs, like more training camps for the young kids to get involved in. Even for the elder people as well. I think it's too late for them. I think there'll be like a chance for them to get involved in something as well.
Right.
So they probably work for like youth clubs and stuff. Like they could help out, volunteer.
What might that help for them? If you
Like get like at least do some more.
Further their progression and stuff. Yeah.
So instead of sitting at home, so
yeah, staying at home, like just getting paid,
You
like
socialise
part
as well.
time, rather than like getting money off the government and stuff, like after like a week or two, you could save their money as well, like get a job yourself. At least you're learning something all the time.
right. So and then what might it help to improve with them as well?
Help them, self confidence and stuff, like help the further their progression, like to another level or something. Like
What?
you know, like something like youth
The
club or
sports
something. They
skills.
go like get a
Skills.
job within sport. Yeah.
Jobs, what else?
Yeah.
Health, what?
Yeah. It could
Health
relate to like
and
all
diet
sorts
and
of
stuff.
Diet, right, good. Anything else we want to add to this criteria? Anything?
I think after the Olympics and stuff, they just need to take a bit more time and stuff. I think there will be like more opportunities for everyone to get involved, but if they just keep it calm and stuff. Volunteer, I think volunteer is probably the best option to do because like if they do volunteering, and if
They'll get more notice.
yeah, they get probably
Like the
noticed
Keithley
by the
10K.
big people and stuff. Yeah,
Good.
like Keithley
I know.
10K and stuff. Like
Keep-
there might have been like loads of big people there. They might have recognised people that are volunteering there. So in the future, if they apply for a job, they probably get it straight away
Right, so we've had
through experience and stuff.
key for 10k there. Anything else on sport development continue? Barriers, anything? We happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.